Hey everybody, and welcome to a brand new Trains Are Awesome video. I'm Tom, and today I want to talk about ACE, the Altamont Corridor Express, a train service between Stockton and San Jose in California. Now, I made a video about this train last year. I had gotten some footage of ACE at San Jose Station, decided to talk about the current state of affairs at ACE, as well as their plans for the future. Currently, ACE only runs on weekdays. There are 4 trips from Stockton into San Jose in the morning, and 4 trips from San Jose back to Stockton in the evening. It is what I would call a below mediocre commuter rail service, even for American standards. But there is hope for improvement. I spent the majority of that video talking about ACE Forward, a plan that the agency had to improve service in the coming years. A big part of ACE Forward was rerouting the tracks through Tracy to allow for higher speeds and serve more high-density areas, as well as an extension down into Ceres, and I got all that information from the ACE website, as well as several news articles, but I did some digging recently and found out that some of that information is outdated. So today I bring you updated information about the potential future of ACE. If you go to the ACE website and look for the ACE Forward project, you'll find that the website no longer exists. And go to the Federal Railroad Administration, it says the environmental review has been canceled. The project is dead, specifically the rerouting of the tracks through Tracy, which is unfortunate. However, folks in that area will have an alternative with Valley Link, a new line that is being built connecting Mountain House with the Dublin-Pleasanton BART station. Modern trains will run every 15 minutes during rush hour and every 45 minutes outside of rush hour. And honestly, this train will be a better option for a lot of people. Construction will start next year and it should open sometime in the late 2020s, early 2030s. Eventually, it might even be extended to Stockton. But that's completely separate from ACE. Going back to ACE, the extension down into the valley is still happening. It's one of 4 separate projects that will drastically change ACE service. The other projects are Valley Rail, North Valley Rail, and the Southern Alameda County Integrated Rail Analysis. I talked about Valley Rail in the original video. Basically, a number of ACE and San Joaquins trains will use an underused freight line from Stockton up to Sacramento Airport with 5 new intermediate stations. North Valley Rail is a separate project on top of that seeks to have 4 round trips per day that run all the way up to Chico. Finally, there's the Southern Alameda County Integrated Rail Analysis. To get a better understanding of this project, let's take BART to Union City Station.
Please stand clear of the doors.
So this is the Union City BART station. It is served by the green and orange lines, and this may also be an ACE station someday. One of the plans is to redevelop this area into an intermodal station that ACE would serve a few times a day. Basically, behind the station there's a railroad track known as the Union Pacific Oakland Subdivision that currently only sees freight service, no passenger trains, but it does directly connect to the ACE route coming out of Stockton. So under the plan, a new platform and 2 layover tracks would be built here behind the BART station to allow for 3 ACE trains a day to terminate at Union City instead of in San Jose. This would offer people a much quicker connection to BART and thus a quicker connection into communities in the East Bay and San Francisco. According to the plan, by 2040, this would be hourly service, and there are provisions to build a second track next to the platform. One question that I am still stuck with is how ACE plans to add 3 round trips in the short term when they're not doing any track upgrades in the existing corridor, because I can't imagine that these Union City trips would come at the expense of round trips to San Jose. Anyway, I thought I would come to Union City because it really helped me visualize where this new station was going to be and how it was going to interface with BART. All these projects have been adapted into the California Rail Plan and will turn ACE into a regional network of intercity trains. and they are working closely with the Amtrak San Joaquins service. The state of California has ordered a fleet of hydrogen train sets from Stadler, and these will be used on both ACE and San Joaquin services. In fact, when everything is done, it'll be quite confusing. Both ACE and San Joaquins trains will originate at the high-speed rail station, then they will take separate routes, but to the same Stockton station, and then some ACE trains will go to San Jose, some to Natomas, some San Joaquins trains will go to Natomas, some will take the existing line to a completely different Sacramento station. It's going to be such a jumble of services. And to me, there's really only one option to make this successful. The joint powers authorities responsible for both services need to work really close together to present a unified product. My proposal would be to, at least on the passenger side, combine ACE and San Joaquins into one service. Let's give it a cool name like J-Train or something. There should be a common fare structure to make it easy to understand how much a journey will cost, and because there will be so many trains with different destinations and routes, let's simplify it by giving each service pattern a route number. Look at the map that I made and you kind of get the picture. I mean, the idea of having different operators run a combined system isn't entirely original. Look at Germany, for example. In many of their regional train systems, there's a central authority that determines the fares, assigns route numbers to the different routes, but then the routes individually are operated by different companies. It just takes a lot of coordination, but I think this is the perfect example of a place where that would be very beneficial. In conclusion, while it is unfortunate that the track improvements on ACE are not happening, the other projects combined, including the extensions and the potential branches, these will greatly improve mobility in the region. Housing in the San Joaquin Valley is more affordable than in the Bay Area, and by opening up more of the region to be accessible by train, it opens up travel to work, school, and leisure for so many people. None of us can look into the future, but if California commits to building out this network, it could transform ACE from its current status as a below-mediocre commuter rail into an inner-city system that the rest of the country should copy. I will continue to watch these developments with great interest. Thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Trains Are Awesome. In the meantime, connect with us by checking out our Instagram or our Patreon, and take a look at our store. We've got some great Trains Are Awesome merch. We'll see you next time.